Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Behind the Closed Doors. Today we are doing things differently. You probably already see that I'm using a different camera by the looks of it. Today we are filming everything with the Galaxy S22 Ultra. So they claim that this is a replacement of a professional camera. Well, today we have to workshop smoke and gels. Let's see if it's all talk or if it's really that, because that's low light, a lot of smoke, so that will be difficult for the focus. And of course lots of color. So join us for today's episode of Behind the Closed Doors. And maybe you could label it a little bit the video test of the Galaxy S22 Ultra. Very curious to see what happens. Because let's be honest, cameras in phones are cameras in phones and not professional cameras. But in all honesty, when I look at the image stabilization already, I'm now walking, holding the camera with one hand. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. And this is without the heavy image stabilization inside the phone. This is just with the normal image stabilization and with one hand. So let's hold it with two. Okay, if this looks the same on video, it's very impressive. Looks really nice. Okay, so let's enter the studio and then it will be a lot more dark. Okay, so this is the pitch dark studio at the moment. Well, it's not really pitch dark until Anouk closes the door. So Anouk is now closing the door. Okay, so this is in pretty dark situations. Okay, so today the workshop smoke and gels. Now this is always an awesome workshop because with smoke, of course, you can use a lot of backlighting, you can use creative effects, you can use gels, and we have a great model, Felisa, today. So I'm very curious, first of course, to see how the images turn out, but also how the camera turns out. And I still have to get used to finding that selfie camera. I think it's over there. So I have to look that way for you guys. So this is the thing about the new camera. Of course, we didn't test the video yet. We just got the Ultra 22 in, so it's all very new. And I wanted to do it totally fresh. Like, okay, I got the camera. I know, of course, how video works. Let's just see how it works and how it performs. Especially, of course, with the selfie camera, the microphone. It's best if you don't use anything. No microphones, nothing. But of course, the quality has to be okay. So I'm very curious to see how that turns out. But you can leave that in the comments below. Okay, students are coming in. I'm ready for the workshop. Let's start. For the first few setups, we used almost the same setup, but we did wiggle it around, of course. Now, about smoke machines, I want to tell you a little tip about that. You have different kinds of smoke machines. The water-based that we use, they take a long time to warm up, and well, they cool down pretty fast, so you have to wait to warm up again. That can be very frustrating. However, the water-based smoke doesn't really hurt your strobes, and the strobes, of course, get it all in and they blow it all out again because they have circulation with the fans. The other smoke machines are oil-based, and those oil-based machines are very fast with warming up. They stay warm for a longer period. The only problem is there can be a little bit of residue in the smoke, and that will go through your strobes, and that's not good. Think about it like a heavy smoker that will actually leave some residue, of course, in your lungs, and that's the same thing that happens with your strobes. So that's something that I wouldn't advise. I would buy the water-based machines and then get one with a remote control. Even better, get two, because sometimes they break down. And with two, the main advantage is if one cools down, you can always use the other one to use extra. So 2 smoke machines, maybe you can make a deal with 2 for the price of 1. You never know. They're not that expensive. They're about 70 bucks. Okay, so let's continue and let's add in some continuous lighting for the next sets. Okay, that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Behind the Closed Doors, the Smoke and Gels workshop. This was totally filmed on the Galaxy Ultra 22. Now, what I saw in the display looked very, very impressive, especially on the main sensor. As soon as I went to the zoomed in part, that just all fell down, let me put it that way, and it looked very, very bad. So I'm curious to see during editing how it looks, but I have high hopes, to be honest. And let's be honest, this works great just filming something with your phone, because you always have the phone with you, right? I'm still looking for that selfie camera, by the way, so if my eyes look a little bit weird, sorry for that. I have to get used to that. Okay, if you like what we do, subscribe to our channel, leave comments below, and of course smash that like button because we really like that. But most of all, tell other people about our channel so we can grow. See you again next time. And again, if you have any suggestions or questions, leave them in the comments below. Bye guys!